Hey guys, this is Basako Mad back again, and this time I'm going to be doing actually you probably know by the title, this is the continuation of my Mandalorian Bounty Hunter tutorial. And this is going to be on his battle rifle. So if you're interested in just seeing how I made the custom, go check out my previous video, and if you already have, great! But that's not what this video is about, so I am going to go right in and start telling you about this rifle. So I did start out with a clone rifle, and I'll grab my tweezers here to show you better. So it's just used one of the simple clone rifles, and then I used just an X-Acto knife here to just cut the top off. Now, X-Acto knives they're really nice because they are really sharp and they get things done way faster than other knives, but that does add a level of risk. So I wouldn't say, unless you're really comfortable with using them, just use a dollar knife, because other than being slightly faster, there's not a lot of benefit for an X-Acto knife. So yeah, don't go playing around with knives unless you know what you're doing. So I cut that off and then kept this gun in one piece for the rest. Now I had a bit, and actually the scope here, so that is from one of the operator spear guns, and I guess it's not specifically operator. See, I'm just looking for one here. So I don't really have one on hand, but I got that from the Lego spear gun, so that's why it has the little end piece there where the spear would have stuck out, and I sliced that off and then sliced that off the end right there and put that aside. Then I took I had a broken Lego crossbow, so I took that and I cut off the sides. You can see right there on the bottom. Focus. There you go. So that's the top of the crossbow. And I cut off the sides, and then my handle had actually broken off, so I didn't have to go for the effort of cutting that off. But if you still have a handle on there, you can cut that off as well. And then I started by gluing the scope, and actually no, I started with gluing on the crossbow, what was left of the crossbow here. It's kind of the grenade launcher piece in the front, and it adds this cool metal piece onto the rifle. And then I wound this black thread around it. So here I got a bit more here, and this is I just found in an old sewing kit, just brown thread, and it matched the color scheme, so thought it looked pretty nice. So I wrapped that all, then I glued the string down in a couple of places to make sure it didn't unravel after tying it. Then I took the scope, then I took the scope and glued it on the top here, and I wrapped it in this material here, which I keep bringing up, this black material, which I just made out of a super thin rag that I painted black. And I thought that added kind of like a repaired look to it. Kind of strapped the scope on tight so it wouldn't come off again. Something like that, I don't know. But this gun is definitely has a heavily used, authentic look to it with that. And then I painted it with this coffee bean brown color, which I showed you in the last video, folk art coffee bean brown acrylic paint. And like, it doesn't have to be folk art, any brown acrylic paint would work if you wanted to do this. I liked the coffee bean color because it was a slightly lighter brown, you can see there, than a common brown like this. But if you're going to be making this, any color you want really will work great. And again, folk art. Sorry, wow, I couldn't even say that there. Folk art paint is a great paint for starters because it's pretty thin paint that sticks quite well to the plastic. Now, since it's pretty thin, you can't do a lot of super great deal because it smudges and drips a bit. But for stuff like this, it's totally awesome, and I suggest you trying it if you have a hardware or paint shop near you. Now, so I also use like Apple Barrel and Color Factory, so any of those acrylic paints will work fine. And you've also seen in some of my previous videos, more expensive is Liquid Tech. Now, I found those in a local art shop downtown, so I think if any good like Michael's or any shop like that should supply those some type of acrylic paint. Like, do your research first, of course, but you should be pretty good. So yeah, that's about it. Please comment and tell me what you think. Tell me if I missed anything that you're interested in, if you'd really like me to go through the individual steps of making this, like actually cutting it in front of you. I didn't want to do that with these videos because I thought that would take a really long time. But if you are really interested in that, please tell me and I'll see what I can do. Otherwise, like if you thought this video was interesting at all, which I hope you did. And I'm just drawing on here, aren't I? I'm really making those likes come my way in a very sarcastic way. So I'm going to end this video now and hope to see you guys all soon. Or actually, you're going to be seeing me, I'm not going to be seeing you. Hope you can see me soon. Bis